everyone, welcome to the In Touch Project, the series where we take a look at Gen Z slang through a microscope.
All right.
We've got a lot here to discuss today. And before we begin, we would like to make a little disclaimer. Unfortunately, due to tech issues, our third co-host, Solid Reforge, or some of you may know him as Cody, will not be...
He's a guest.
He's a co-host. I see him as a co-host, kind of like how you are. Unfortunately, he will not be joining us today, but we do intend on bringing him back in the future, so do expect to see him.
Okay.
Anyway, unfortunately for me, I seem to have forgotten the rules book, so future Glitch in production will go over the rules. Thank you, Recording Glitch. Alright. Rule 1. New words, phrases, alongside new meanings for already existing words and phrases shall be discussed. As a general rule of thumb, emojis and acronyms will not be discussed. Rule 2. Once a verdict has been reached, said verdict is final. However, we reserve the right to put a pin in a slang term after discussing it if we cannot come up with a verdict. Rule 3. Duplicate clause. A slang term alongside any potential variants shall be discussed as a singular entity. For example, the phrase goated with a sauce derives from the slang term goat. Alongside this, the slang terms mad and hella both mean really. With both the aforementioned examples, the entities listed shall be treated as one. Rule 4. Explicit or not safe for work terms are generally prohibited from discussion. An exception may occur if a slang term, though capable of explicit interpretation, is not primarily used for such purposes due to alternate definitions or meanings. Rule 5. Slang terms are to be treated in a fair and just manner. Personal bias is to be excluded as much as possible. Rule 6. The In Touch Project reserves the right to refuse the discussion of any slang for any reason. Said discussions are to be private. Now, after this recording session, Alter and I have come to an agreement that rules 2 and 5 will no longer be in effect. You'll see why later. And with that, let's continue.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of rules that I totally remember.
Totally remember, yes. I've shown you the rules. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as the audience knows the rules, then it'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll break them.
Yeah.
That's a certainty.
Oh, don't worry about it. We don't... never mind. Never mind. Anyway, our first slang that we're going to be discussing is fam. As stated by dictionary.com, fam is short for family, a slang term for those one deems close. Originally, it was an abbreviation. Supposedly, this originates from Black English and has been documented since at least the early 2000s. Has use in urban... Oh yeah, one of my notes. Has use in urban British slang as well. It isn't usually associated with technical relatives like siblings, parents, etc., but it's more so associated with close friends, generally ones of the highest degrees, such as Alter and myself.
Okay.
Want to read over the next notation?
Let's see. Traces back to African American vernacular, English, and fam is an abbreviation of family.
As stated by later.com. Make sure to state the link first.
Okay.
Over time, the term fam has expanded far beyond the AAVE-speaking communities. Fam is often, to quote later.com, fam is often used in hashtags, captions, comments, and direct messages to refer to one's close friends, followers, or supporters. Anyway, shall we discuss it? I mean, we're supposed to give it a verdict on it. We're supposed to give it a verdict and opinion on it.
It's literally just a cut down version of a longer word that has much deeper meaning.
Yeah, it does feel a bit too,
maybe a water buffalo out of a penguin. There.
Not sure what that's a reference.
Like I said, I'm already breaking the rules.
As long as we can agree, give a verdict. This whole thing is, designed to be constructive criticism.
Alright, will you head out of Blue Star? Now I'm just
All right, but yeah.
now I'm just writing out of music titles.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm just gonna have to look into that later. Anyway, so you did mention that it does feel like short. It does feel.
It's a shortened version of a longer word that has much deeper meaning.
So it's basically a bit too compact.
It's like shorthand for a word. It's not really slang.
Yeah.
It's not like our next one that is, shall we say,
yeet.
According to dictionary.com, yeet, entry from the Urban Dictionary, of 2008. An excerpt, an excited form of exclamation in sports, supposedly, and also an expression of approval.
Example given. That's what I'm talking about. Yeet, yeet. Yeah, this thing clearly has a lot of...
Yeah, it's quite stupid.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, as you can see, as Alter can see by my note, seems stupid, never heard it. Never heard it. High levels of doubts in regards to whether...
At least
in that format. I was referring to that
format. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard someone use I haven't heard
is
it like that.
Yeah. Okay. History. The oldest definition that we could find was from 2009.
Last definition I bothered to check was on page 20 out of 300. So take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. As
stated by Urban Dictionary, yeet, an awkward word that is a synonym for yes. It is used to awkwardly agree with another person in a conversation. Example, boy 1, hey, you want to use a piece of gum? Boy 2, yeet, sure I do. By Sucky McNinja, November 12th, 2009. Next note, then again, it's from Urban Dictionary, and from what I can gather, the definitions for yeet were written by lunatics. And that, or this thing just has a crap ton of evolution into the yeet, the yeet that's used for when launching things at high velocity.
Yeah, the common term for yeet is when you chuck something.
At high velocity.
At high velocity, or sometimes slow speed.
Think of it like a slingshot.
Not quite. Not quite like a slingshot. More like a catapult.
Yeah.
Because think about it. You use your arm like a fulcrum. You wind back, and then you
yeet
launch
it
forward.
And you yeet the damn thing.
And you yeet. But
Anyway.
of course, don't take my words with a grain of salt. Instead, we make a bet.
Oh, we didn't give a verdict on yeet though.
Okay. Well, then yeet is maybe like a 2 out of 3. Radiohead out of
that could be what we do. We could just shift this entire podcast towards just looking at slang under a microscope. We could drop the whole rating it. Yeah. You know what?
Or make ratings that just make absolutely no sense. For example, this yeet is about catapult out of a trebuchet.
No, slingshot out of a catapult.
Slingshot out of catapult. Okay,
Yeah.
There we go.
So you know what? This entire project is just gonna shift towards looking at things under a microscope. You know what? I like that. That's evolution right there. You know what? Look at that. Our next slang discussion. Your internet's out. As stated from dictionary.com. Oh right, I dragged another one from Urban Dictionary. When was the last time I looked at my own research document? Anyway, bet is a slang term for affirmation, as the dictionary puts it. Simplistic, effective, and compact.
Okay.
The slang bet is evidenced by the 1990s, recorded in a collection of campus slang, and likely popularized by black popular culture.
It also has another use for the word.
Is it?
The original word bet was used in gambling when you bought into a bet.
So I assume the slang. So it's wise to assume that this
Yes.
iteration of bet derives from gambling.
Yes, it actually did ascend from gambling.
That actually does track.
Because you are pushing in money. You're making a bet.
Oh.
So when people say bet, that means they're pushing in their chips.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, final note.
The reason why you didn't think about that is because you don't gamble.
True.
All right.
As much as I do like casinos, the whole gambling aspect doesn't really tie with me. So it kind of does make sense that I didn't think about that. We should probably cut out. Anyway, for our final note, it appears that bet has been popularized by hip-hop music in the late 90s and early 2000s.
That's true.
Yeah.
Though actually, it was a pretty widespread term thanks to gambling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for your sweaty tryhards, our next term will be a
grind. Yes, the notorious grind. The dictionary has provided us with three wonderful definitions. We're going to go with the first two. And definition number 12, informal. To work or study laboriously, often followed by away. So in context, it's like, I'm going to grind away this paperwork. Definition number 13. The 13th is in regards to video games. Grinding materials for that one BS side quest and whatnot. That's pretty much just sums it up. So it's pretty much just doing... So it's pretty much just... I gotta do this.
Yeah, and we're gonna just skip that note.
Yeah. It does have...
We want to keep this...
Yeah, I did mention
we want
in the
to keep
rules.
our friendly PG rating.
Like as it did say in the note, I did say in the rules that that if a slang term does have an NSF, does have a not safe for work meaning, but isn't primarily used as such, then an exception will be made.
Anyway,
for those of you
it
listening
could
to
also
the
be
rules,
used in the context to grind someone's gears. Not relevant, but still worth something.
Yeah, it's still worth noting. Anyway,
according to vocabulary.com, it supposedly originated in the 1800s as a college slang.
Yeah.
And if we keep going on with this, I'll have a big man. Anyway,
we probably should have gone over this.
So, big mad and irritate. According to Wikipedia,
Wiktionary. Yeah, there really isn't much for this one. Wiktionary. Wiktionary? What the?
It'll be on screen.
Yeah, sure. I'll show the document later.
According to Urban Dictionary, it is a hyperbolic variant of frustration.
Correction. It's just a hyperbolic. I also added a correction later. Correction. It's just a hyperbolic version of ho, he's pissed.
Okay, there's actually some, it goes beyond just a variant of frustration.
Yeah.
It also means when you reach your breaking point, right? And you're just like, well, fudge it, I'm going off this cliff. Or fudge it, I'm gonna go do something that's really stupid.
Yeah.
Or fudge it, I'm so mad I'm gonna go do something else.
However, all right. With that, I'd say we head on to our next slang. Big yikes. The social media, otherwise known by Leader.com as the social media expression of major disapproval. As stated by slang.net, I use that, big yikes is not at all what I thought it was. In online media, big yikes is used as a sort of reaction to something, kind of like how the skull emoji is used today. It's used as a reaction to negative things, or cringe-worthy, as our dear source puts it. Examples provided include, quote, a rejected public marriage proposal, a drunk person stumbling around, and parents bringing a baby to the movie theater. In other words...
No! Nope, just don't do that.
Fine, I'll make it.
Just don't bring your baby to a movie theater. It just wastes their time. It wastes our time. Please, no.
Just do it.
No. Okay, thank you.
I'm trying to watch the movie.
Yeah, we're trying to absorb the facts.
We rarely go to the movies. We don't need a baby going there.
Dude, we only need the facts.
Nice transition into our next slang term. Facts. Simple. It's an easy way to say, that's right, or truth. That, or it can just be used as a means of emphasizing one's agreement. gained popularity in 2017. Despite it being based around facts, as the slang implies, it can be used in regards to opinions. That does seem a bit odd when you think about it.
It does seem a little bit odd because the word itself means it's the truth.
Yeah.
It is what actually happens. They're hard events that happen. That guy hit the side of my door, and now I'm annoyed. Like, the annoyed bit is an opinion. But the fact that the guy...
It's emotion.
It's an emotion. But because that guy hit my car door, and I have video evidence, that's a fact.
Yeah, that is a provable fact.
That is an absolutely provable fact. And that's why you pretty much need to quote everything, because facts are harder to disprove than they are to prove.
It does, now that I do think about it, it does seem a bit odd when can you give me an opinion example?
Okay. An opinion example?
Yeah.
Vegans are idiots.
That's facts. See? It just doesn't make sense. It's an opinion, and saying facts after it doesn't make sense.
Now, see, I made a baseless claim.
Yeah.
Vegans are idiots. That has no basis to it. That is taking a massive group of
and putting a stereotype on top of it.
It's taking scientists, athletes, people of so
genuinely
many
nice people.
Generally nice people trying to do right. But
well, for the most part.
I'll define it even more. When people talk about how vegan, they mostly talk about cows.
Yeah.
And then people then go into like the cow industry, how they raise cows, how much water they take. Except for they leave out one crucial detail. They leave out one crucial fact.
Are you just going on a side tangent?
Yes.
Okay.
Part of the facts is that cows take gray water. Gray water is water humans cannot eat or drink. Humans cannot drink gray water. It is water that has landed on the ground, and not in a reservoir, not anywhere like near a place where our water gets filtrated. It is groundwater. Cows use that water. That's like about 80% of their water. Now, the other 20% is the water we can drink. But here's a question. If we were all to switch to vegan meats, what would happen to the cows? Time has shown that when we transition to cars, what happened to the horses?
They become obsolete.
Yeah. Anyway, so soft launch.
Next one.
That was a really soft launch.
Oh, okay. This one's gonna be complicated. I actually did end up spending quite a bit of time looking into this. According to slang.net, a soft launch, well, summarizing from slang.net, my apologies, the soft launch appears to be slang regarding dating, of all things. According to slang.net, it is a means of teasing your followers that you have a new significant other, or SO, as the website puts it. From what I can see on the internet from various sources, the original meaning of soft launch is from the business world. In the context of a soft launch means the introduction of a product to a limited audience before the real deal. Apparently, soft launch is used to prevent the SO's media account from blowing up in case it doesn't work out and leads to more drama. This term appears to be widely used across the internet. There are loads of articles, guides, and much, much more online in regards to soft launches, from how to do them to what are they to should I do them. Most of the results I found have correlated to Instagram. So in summary, pretty much what a soft launch is, it's like, hey, I have a new significant other, but I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet.
Meanwhile, from the business world, a soft launch is releasing it quiet
to a limited audience.
To a limited audience.
Yeah, it's releasing like a new product to a limited audience.
It's like
store.
Apple releasing the iPhone 2034, or to like investors.
Yeah, kind of. That'll be like way off, or maybe in 10 years. Who knows?
Probably.
Who knows? It's Apple.
I mean, they're on what, the iPhone 20 now, or something
I thought it was
like that?
15 last I checked. I mean, I know the 14.
I'll come back to you in 5 years.
Yeah, I'll come back to you in 3 on that.
Okay, next one. Snatched.
Another left no crumbs. The verb, as stated by dictionary.com, well, my source is dictionary.com. The verb becomes an adjective, huh? Quite the unique take. Basically, perfection. As a quote from dictionary.com, from their examples, her fashion videos will get you looking snatched. The dorm room was snatched.
I snatched away the last cookie in the cookie jar.
Yeah, it's a verb somehow used as an adjective. What it is, I'm not I'm not 100% on it. I mean, yeah, it's a synonym for perfection.
The sneaky snatcher snatched away the bank's money when they snatched the money.
No, the sneaky snatcher snatched his. The
Got
sneaky
a tongue twister.
snatcher snatched the money from the bank. Here we go. Channel me. No, there isn't a lot known in regards to the slang in terms of its history. All I know is that I originated in the 1990s with an unknown origin source. Anyway, purr. I'm not kidding, that's a thing, for those of you who don't know. Slang.net, a meaning of showing approval, generally used in an online manner. For example, your friend may post several selfies of her new fit with the purr caption.
Purr originated from social media influencer Rolling Ray.
Yeah. Rolling Ray is an LGBTQIA+ influencer famous for appearing on MTV's Catfish. Quote, when Ray is feeling himself, or something else, he is known to acknowledge with a simple purr. Now, despite my morals, I did have to go on TikTok in order to do some research for this thing, so...
Okay.
Yeah. It's only going to be used...
Purr appears to be a new way
of saying, to say period for the cool girls online. What that is? Not entirely sure, but I'm going to look into that one later.
Editor, cut out that last bit.
What? It's not like, no, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. I know it's not like that.
Okay.
Period as in period T, which we'll be discussing later on.
Okay, I'll probably
Yeah.
have another video. Okay, next one. I think this is our last one. Cut in 4K.
Yeah, here we go. TikTok, Twitter, and many others are using caught in 4K as a means of saying caught red-handed. But here's the question. Where does it come from? Well, let's delve in, shall we?
The phrase caught in 4K was created from a video called How
Lawyers Get Rappers Off by RDC World 1 on YouTube. In this video, a lawyer has a discussion with his client, a rapper, concerning him committing several crimes and being recorded on a camera with some of the highest resolution the lawyer has seen. Of course, the video ends with the rapper getting off.
So, pretty much, the 4K means the 4,000
Resolution.
pixels per inch.
It derives from the most literal of iterations. The slang itself derives from the most literal of iteration. It's used in a more...
It also means that you were caught using it.
It basically means like, hey, I got you doing a thing. Bro was caught in 4K or something like that. And with that, that's all the slang we have for you tonight, folks. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time. In Touch project, the series designed to look at Gen Z slang through a microscope.
All right, and cut. Okay, next one. Try a different one.
Oh wait, I thought you pressed record.
There you go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the. I'll fix it later.
Surprise! This will be in the bloopers. There will be bloopers. There will be lots of bloopers. I'm moving the mic away from him now because he's utterly overloading my mic. Okay. Okay, getting that away from him.
Okay. Breathe.
There we go.
Breathe, Glitch. Breathe.
And now we have bloopers. Okay, getting that away from both of our mouths. All right. I guess I'll start this one off. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the In Touch Project. I'm Altered. This is Glitchbug. We are here to rate and decide on Gen Z slang.
I think I like mine better. Hang on.
What?
You might also see a purr when messaging. For example, you may send a picture of your feet to your BF. What?
Nope. Editor, skip that last part. Okay.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you want more content, be sure to check out me and my pals, Alter and Solid. Their socials will be in the description of this video, so please be sure to check them out. As an extra final note, as of me recording this, I have released my Discord server to the public. If you wish to give me a slang term to discuss, or otherwise talk to me directly, consider joining Glitchbug Citadel. The invitation link also being in the description. And with that, see you next time.